Good afternoon, everyone. It's good you could all make it. All three of you. Okay, it's 5. So we're going to be doing some Kirtan meditation. Really easy. Just focus on the sound of the mantras. No need to try and think of anything other than just focusing on the sound of the mantras. Easiest form of meditation out there. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. So you respond now. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Your turn. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Gaur Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Bhajana Mohana. Namaste, and thank you everyone for coming today. This is Kirtan meditation, a type of mantra meditation, so just focusing on the sound of these mantras, very purifying mantras. May sound like we're just having a sing-along, but it's actually very purifying to our heart and mind, and it's in harmony with our eternal selves. So we understand this body is just a vehicle that we are driving, and us, the spirit soul within the body, needs spiritual food. So these mantras are what deliver. They are the spiritual food. Man means mind, and tra to draw away. So it draws away the anxieties that we have within our mind and heart. So that's the focus of what we're doing today. And this was Kirtan, so there's other ways to do mantra meditation, and I'd like to invite Shannon forward. Is that right? You're coming to? Yeah? So we're going to do a guided session, and then have a talk about the application of this practice in one way or another, how it's applied, and then dinner after that, and then a long session of Kirtan. So, cool.
Tonight, so I hope that's okay. So like Ripa was mentioning before, Kirtan, all these mantras are said to be food for the soul, so we get a deeper sense of inner peace and satisfaction when we hear or meditate on these mantras. But one way we can experience this more deeply is if we're less disturbed in body and mind, and we have the yoga asanas to help keep the body in a condition where it's not in as much pain and things are running more smoothly. And then we have different breathing exercises which also help to calm the mind. So sometimes people have trouble breathing deeply, but it is a nice, easy, practical way to help relax whatever's going on internally for you. So just try and breathe as deeply as you can throughout the next part of tonight's guided session. But we're going to start by, if you feel comfortable, just to close your eyes, or you can lower your gaze and just get in tune with, your state of mind, your consciousness, how you're feeling right now. So just being aware of where you're at right now. Beginning to notice the quality of how you're breathing naturally right now. So without controlling anything at this point. Just being aware of each of those different qualities. So whether you're breathing through your nose or through your mouth, could be one. Whether your breath is very shallow, the upper chest might be very subtly moving up and down with each breath, or maybe not much at all. We're going to consciously try and lengthen and deepen however you're breathing now. So when you're ready, just breathe in nice and deep. If you can, breathe down to the abdomen, feeling it balloon out. And then drawing the breath up to the rib cage and then up to the collarbones. And then a long, deep outward breath. So breathing out from the collarbones to the rib cage. A gentle squeeze on the abdomen if you can. Or just as deeply as you can. Ready for the next deep breath in. Just beginning to notice each of the qualities this new deep breath brings. So you'll feel more of the torso maybe moving with each breath. You can feel the cool air entering a little higher into the nostrils, slightly warmer with the outward breath. And you might even feel a little bit rejuvenated with that inward breath. And feel the relaxing, calming nature of the exhalation. Just helping to lower your blood pressure, calm the nervous system, breathe out toxins from the body. You might notice also your mind wandering off, or maybe not so much because you're really fixed on all these different aspects of your breath. But it is quite normal for the breath, for the mind to wander off. So just when you notice that's happened, just gently drawing it back to the present moment, to this space, to the room, to the sounds around you. And whatever bubbles up to the surface internally, you can, as much as you can, just try and let it be at a distance to you. Just acknowledge that it's there. And in time that thought or emotion will flow by, it'll pass by. This way we can learn to experience that silent witness to the mind activity. You don't have to live in a particular thought or emotion, but it's a gradual process. Just the more you try as much as you can to apply these simple techniques to your daily life, just over time you will get challenged, but it's just a matter of being constantly applying and applying throughout your life. So we're going to add a mantra now to our deep breathing, and it's the mantra you can hear in the background. So we're going to hold on to this sound within our mind as we breathe in, and then all we need to do is relax in the sound for a full outward breath. Again, if you notice, your attention drifting away, you don't need to get too upset about it, just gently draw it back. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth together. And then on the second breath, we can begin to add the mantra. So when you're ready, taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Another deep breath in, and we'll add the mantra on the next breath. begin to breathe naturally again. You can very slowly open your eyes if you like, and just begin to notice how you feel as well after these simple exercises or techniques. You know, when you might be stressed throughout your day at work, or, you know, with Christmas coming up, it can be a difficult time for a lot of people. So this is something that you can take with you wherever you go. You know, you can be just in your mind, you know, you can take a deep breath in and then say the mantra internally, or if you have a quiet space, you can just say the mantra a few times with your breath. You don't necessarily have to be, you know, in a particular environment to practice this meditation. It's something that you can take with you wherever you go. It's a gift, a very valuable gift. So we're going to have a short kirtan, I believe, and then there'll be a talk as well. So if anyone has a question on, you know, yoga practices or spiritual life, you know, feel free to ask. But yeah, so I'm not sure who's coming up next. Is it Tadapmanadas?
Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very well, folks. Okay, so we're just at that part of the evening where we verbally discuss the yoga process of basically sadhana bhakti. There are many aspects to it and many directions to come to the same conclusion from. But just for now, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Spiritual nature. There's no silly questions when it comes to spiritual life. So I'll give you 30 seconds or so to, if you have a question, to give you time to ask. Actually, in the Yoga Sutras, it points out how in the human form of life, we have a propensity that we don't have when we take birth in lower forms of life, like animals and aquatics or birds or whatever. The yoga viewpoint is that there are two energies in this world. There's life and matter. You are the element life, and you've been impregnated into matter, into the material energy. And according to your desires and according to your actions in this world, you take on your next body. It's called samsara, the wheel of birth, disease, old age, and death. And if we're all here now, it's considered that we've been here a very long time. So, this extra propensity that we have is basically the question mark about who am I? What is the goal of life? What's the big picture going on here? Is there a bigger picture? Or is this it? Do we just take birth and we cruise around for a while, then when death comes we cease to exist? This is not the conclusion of the Vedas or the Yoga Sutras. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling us that you've had many, many births in the past. Yeah, and unless you take steps to rectify that, you'll have many more in the future. He's not saying whether it's right or wrong, whether it's good or bad. He's just telling us the situation we're under. And the situation we're under is that we're completely controlled and dominated by this material energy. People like to think they're in control of their life, but actually, it's not the case. You just... Common sense tells us it's not the case. I mean, you have people who maybe they're involved in some really amazing project to benefit mankind, and they're developing it and it's working well, and then suddenly they get cancer and die. You know, they have to. Their body dies. They have to leave without finishing their work. There's no way that person wanted to go. That person was obviously attached to what they were doing. Yeah, he or she wanted to finish the project they were doing. They were enthusiastic about it. But still, you got to go. We have no choice about it. Especially when we're young, we think, oh, okay, I'm okay. I've got a lot of years left. Really? You're 100% sure on that one? And when you end up getting older, like my own body is getting considerably older day by day, and it's just, you know I don't have 30 years left. I'll be lucky if I've got 20. I've probably got about 3 the way I'm going, but no, maybe 10. Who knows? My body's 71, you know. But I don't care, because you know what? I'm not my body. I don't really care. Whatever Krishna wants me to have, I'll have. I'm happy with that. That is liberation. That is a liberated condition of life. And it's very easy. Any one of us can have that. Any one of us. It's not me trying to hold on. I mean, I do have a project I'm doing. I've been doing it for the last decade. I'm trying to get all this information into video format. You know, in other words, as the words are speaking, there's visuals to see it. It's a gigantic project, and sometimes it's almost too much. And whether I finish it or not, it's not my business. If I fall over, 2 frames from the end of finishing it, so be it. You know why I'm not attached? It's because Krishna sees my endeavor to please him. Krishna is my Lord, my spiritual master, my Guru Dev, my life and soul. I'm trying to please someone else beside myself. I'm not interested in really so much what I want. Of course you have things, you've got to take care of your body. Of course that's there. But ultimately, in the big picture, there is a complete detachment from all that. Because your focus is on something else. Your focus is on the divine, on that higher energy of life, not matter. Krishna is the origin of life. Everything is emanating from Krishna. Like Jiva Krishna Das likes to point out, it's like a big fire with these sparks coming off. And you're just one of these tiny sparks coming off. I'm just one of these tiny sparks. They're all individual. They're all, they all have certain qualities within them that the big fire has. There's a little tiny bit of light there. There's a bit of heat there. In other words, we have qualities that originate from the divine automatically. For example, you are eternal. You are always meant to be full of ananda, or spiritual blissfulness. You're not meant to be suffering. How's that? We hear these things and we think, oh, that's just faith and belief. And no. It's a natural position of the soul. It's your natural position. This is why you're always seeking out that. You're always seeking out happiness. Who among us seeks out unhappiness over happiness? I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? If there's 2 choices, put your foot into a bucket of boiling water or have an ice cream. Actually, both are pretty. But, you'd go for the ice cream, wouldn't you? I mean, gosh, it's kind of natural. But when we're in this material energy, what happens is that it makes us bewildered. We don't know if the boiling water's going to... What's that? In other words, we lose our intelligence. We lose our perspective. I'm saying it on a simplistic level, but you get the gist. It's like the idea is that as soon as we're associating with this material energy, we have a problem. Especially if we're thinking we're of making a home in it, of making a type of permanency here. You know, we always have to point out there's nothing wrong with having a house and a place to live and a job to support your body. You need to eat. You need to pay bills. We're stuck in a society that's like that. So, yeah, go with the flow, you know. But in the background, you have this other thing going on. Sometimes the analogy of a wife is given in the sense she's serving her husband very well, and treating him well, and making out that everything's okay. But in the background, she's got to love her, you know. So sometimes spiritual life is equated like that. We live in this material world, but in the background, there's something else going on, and that's our love for God. That's our love for Krishna. That's yoga. That union, that loving connection we have with the divine. It's unseen by most people. It's no one's business but your own. Yeah. It's not about joining a group and trying to display it externally. It's obnoxious. It's just that in itself would stop you experiencing that. It's a wrong consciousness. It's about you and I as individuals uncovering that lost love, that forgotten love with the divine. Krishna has never forgotten you, but you've forgotten him. This is our problem. We all have that problem here. And we forget because this world, it's so dazzling, isn't it? I mean, there's so many distractions everywhere. You know, we just sort of went through that whole COVID thing. That was a big distraction. Everyone's all, basically the whole planet went to sleep, didn't it? Everything closed down. They closed the planet down. And, I guess they had to, to stop, But, it distracts us. Then Putin's bullshit going on in the Ukraine at the moment, all that nonsense. If you have friends there, of course you're going to be distracted. You're going to be concerned for their welfare. It's natural. In other words, this world will throw up something to make you focus on it rather than your best interest, which is experiencing that union with the divine in love. So in this human form of life, we have this other propensity, back to my point, and sometimes it's described as a big question mark. What? That. We all have that. And where we get the answer to that question depends on a lot of things. For one, it'll depend on my own personal sincerity. What do I really want? Do I only want to go so far and then turn it off? Well, there's plenty of places you can go for that, Or do I want to go the whole way? Do I want to I've had enough. This material world is not my home. It is not the home of the soul. It is not your home, it is not my home. It is a temporary arrangement. It's kind of like an airport. You're stopping over for a while and then you're going to have to leave. But the while just happens to be maybe, up to 70, 80 years if you live a long life. Or not. You could be a younger person and leaving. The point is, you're going to arrive at death eventually here. Death means when the body breaks down and you can't stay in it anymore due to disease or due to whatever. A bullet going through your cranium, a Big Mac truck hitting you, You know, something will stop your body existing, a sickness, and you're forced to leave by the laws of material nature. Where you go will depend upon your actions you've made in this world and your desire. What do I want? So this whole, you know, of course it brings in reincarnation. And, you know, and some people like the idea. They'll say, you know, you talk to some people and they say, oh, I wouldn't mind coming back as a cat. Really? Okay. You can if you want, but gosh, you've already done it before, obviously, you know. Or you come back as a dog, come back as this, come back as that. Some people, they meet in this life when they're very young, and they spend their whole lives together in love with each other, each one serving and loving the other. And then one of them, at the end of a long life together, one of them will fall over and die. And generally speaking, when people have been together into their 80s or whatever, very quickly the other one usually follows. And it's because of the attachment. There's no further reason for me to exist. The one who I loved my whole life is now gone. So there's no point in me staying. So they just give up on life. That's all they can say. They just turn off. And in the next life, the roles may change. Whoever was the husband before may be the wife next life. Whoever was the wife before may be the husband next life. It's because of their intense attraction for each other. That's what they're thinking of at the time of death. So in the Yoga Sutras, it points this out very vividly, this cycle of reincarnation that can drag us back into another body. Being attached to your career, for example. A lot of musicians are like this. You know, you have these great musicians. You get kids who are born and they're 3 years old and they're playing whole concertos on the piano, and you go, what? Sound like some genius, you know. But no, all that's happened is that person in the past was obviously following that path, and they hadn't finished. Who was it? Tchaikovsky or one of those big guys? He got asked, how were you able to play at such an early age? And he says, oh, I arrived and it was just like picking up my baggage. It was already waiting for me. You know, you already had the skills to write music and play music very well. So it is like that. And that can happen. But really what we try and do here is encourage people. There is a higher goal. It's very simple. You're an eternal spark of life. You're in a temporary material situation. What are you doing here, man? Really? You know, this isn't your home. It's that simple. You're eternal. You're meant to be in an eternal atmosphere, and this ain't it. There's nothing eternal here. Everything manifests and then it dissolves. Everything. Yeah. So we try and encourage people, tune into that eternal aspect of yourself more if you can. If you want to be happy, it's a good way to start. And it can be achieved through chanting these various sound vibrations we're chanting. Why? Because the sounds we're chanting are not material sound vibration. Like if I say to you, if you're thirsty and I just say, meditate on water and say the sound water, you know, you get a Spanish guy coming up and he'll say, no, it's agua. It's a different sound vibration for water, right? What we know is water. In other words, the sound in this world and the object are two different things. And that's the nature of this relative material world we live in. The names of the divine are not like that. They're eternally existing. There's a description in the Yoga Sutras that the name of the Supreme is none different than the form of the Supreme or the pastimes of the Supreme. And simply by chanting them, one can have full connection with the divine. And when that occurs, immediately the realization of who you are will come to the fore. I am not this material body. You see through that illusion. You see yourself as you are, as an eternal spark of life, just temporarily situated here for a certain amount of time. And then you're going to move on. If you focus your attention more and more on the divine, then where you move on to becomes very nice. Yeah. It's not just back to the womb and off we go again for another dance in this world. Yeah. So your spiritual nature is real. You can tune into it quite easily. Even by logic, you can understand it. I mean, just the fact we're sitting here today, in this room, we're all conscious we're here. It's a real thing to you as you're sitting here. I'm talking away here. But you also must have memories when you're a little child. Maybe at a Christmas gathering with a family or something, or other, a birthday party. It's the same you. But your body is certainly different, isn't it? I mean, you don't have that little child's body anymore. You know? So in other words, what it does, it gives us a glimpse of our constant existence, our constant permanency. I exist now and I existed then. And I will continue to exist in the future, and I will continue to exist beyond the death of this body. But where I exist is totally my own freedom. So all we try and do is encourage you to consider these ideas and question maybe, where do I really want to be? Yeah. If you're looking to elevate your spiritual consciousness, and you'll be hard pressed to find a better method than chanting the names of the divine, because they're all purifying, like Rupa was pointing out. They purify your heart, they purify your mind. They wash away the ignorance that makes us forget them. You know, and there's so many ways we can go on this. But anyway, just for now, it's just a bit of insight, hopefully. Throwing a few ideas out there, and hopefully you can think about things. If there's any questions, we can have them, or if not, we can do some chanting. No? Is that okay? All right. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Gopala 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 Govinda 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Haribol, guys. All right, this is the eating part of the evening. We go to about 6:30 roughly and just have some food, and we'll get back into some chanting at 6:30 and go through to about 8 o'clock. So yeah, Haribol, see you soon.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Gopala Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Gopala Govinda Govinda Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Bol. Okay. Talam Mandalas. Hari Bol.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramamsa Iti Namine. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaurvatarinda. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Haribo Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Haribo. 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 Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gora Anga Gora Anga Gora Anga Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madanama, Hana.
Govinda Rama, Adana, Mohana.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madanama, Hana.
Govinda Rama, Adana, Mohana.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana.
Govinda Rama, Adana, Mohana.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana.
Govinda Rama, Adana, Mohana.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana.
Govinda Rama, Adana, Mohana.
Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana.
Govinda Rama,
Haribo. Right. Time for one more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
Radharani, Shine Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Radharani, Shine Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo.
All right, let's all chant for 3 times. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Haribol. Krishna. All right, folks. Yeah, finish? Okay, we're finished. Got the word from the chief administrator. Yeah, no, so we're all finished up. I think we're going again next week, are we, Jiva? Yeah, and Christmas Day?
Special, we're closed for a month. We won't be open until the 15th of January, which is a Sunday next year. Except for next Sunday, Christmas Day, we'll be here for a little Sunday usual chant and dinner. If anybody would like to come along, you're most welcome. And it's a kind of for dinner we're having a potluck kind of thing, I believe they call it. So, if you want to come, just bring a little something to share, a little plate with a few people. And, cool. Other than that, see you next year. Haribol.
Haribol.